da bum 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 bum. Do da do 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 da do da. He's the tax man. Whoa, he's the tax man. Get everything set up, squared away, positioned correctly. All right. Right now, the plan, we're going to play the Achievement of the Week. We're going to play the Achievement of the Month. I don't know what else we're doing after that point. All depends on what time we get those done. VR King! Hello, hello! I hope you are well. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Just chilling. Having a nice cup of tea. Now, I've seen bits of Horrible Histories, but I don't know the show very well. It's from what I recall, it's a like British historical comedy. So I have no idea what this game is going to be like. So that's fun. In other news, for the Achievement of the Month game, the Tingle game, I actually spent like about an hour off stream grinding rupees on the turnip picking game. So I have a few thousand rupees and 10 copies of every single giftable. Alright. New game. That's a statue. Cruel man. The peasants are revolting. They usually are. Roman armies sent in their 5th Legion just to start the rebels. You're doing good? That's good to hear, VR King. Hurt his leg. Not so gladius now. What can this noble Roman general do? Hide and hope that no one finds him. You can make music to the statue voice. Oh, how's the volume levels, by the way? I mean, that looks pretty good. Let me just get chat back. The years pass by as most years do. Time to retire. Starts a school for gladiators. Oh, is this game gonna be like Gladius, where I'm gonna be just doing tactical combat with gladiators? Find Lucius and speak with him to begin your gladiatorial training. Use the plus to move. Find the notice board, press A for important information. Okay. Many objects you can interact with, doors, characters, various items. Press A as the activation button. When you see a balloon above a character, it means you can speak with him or her, discover useful information. Doors and passages between zones are marked with green arrows if they are open, red if they are locked. You must solve puzzles to open locked doors. When you see a blue mechanical icon, this means you can interact with a special mechanism in the game. When you see a dice icon, that means you can play a minigame. This actually, it's funny because the like red arrows, green arrows, the blue icons. It just weirdly hit me with if anybody here is familiar with a card game escape room series called Unlock. I've played a couple of those, and that's what it just made me think of. It's got, because it has like a companion phone app thing, but play the mini games that will be unlocked during the adventure. Choose the category and the minigame to play. School garden. No. Training arena. Enemy. Avoid enemy attacks. Collect green discs. Your goal is 6. Yes. What do I mean? What's my controls? You didn't teach me controls. Is this... It's a click and drag, but I can only move... I can't go... I have no verticality. It's just horizontal. But I can't do it with the D-pad. My goal is 6. That is 6. 6 obtained. Ah. We reached goal. You win! This is wacky. Complete the Rome training minigame located in the dorm room game hub. Find the 15 differences in the image below by touching them with the stylus. 3 errors are allowed. It doesn't say that there's a time limit. I like that a lot of the errors are... We're just straight up missing a head. This man's missing his whole body. How many errors? Or how many... I mean, it would have ended if I had gotten all of them for sure, but... I guess I should worry less about how many are left and more about just finding more. I think it's at 15 and I'm at 13 with no mistakes. The base of that one is missing. And we have only half of the crosshatch. Done. You win. Hey, Randolph got up first. Welcome in. There's no missables in this set, which is fun. I like a set with no missables. Grind for Cash, the video game. No, that was me on that was me on a previous the Tingle game. Bottom screen, you can access the diary, inventory, map, school report by touching them with the stylus. The diary shows completed and ongoing quests. Touch the arrows on the scroll. Scroll through chapters. Touch the numbers to view the quest from that chapter. Inventory shows items awarded as you progress through the story. Disappear from inventory once they've been used. The map helps you navigate Rome, showing important locations. Scroll the map by dragging it. Your location is marked on the map. Yeah, so I'm up here. The Colosseum's down here. Yeah. Lots of good locations. School report shows your progress at the gladiator school in the 8 gladiator skills. To create a save game, you must activate a save point. Pillar with a scroll at the top. There is one in every area in the game. And close your DS to pause the game. Okay. So the 8 skills... pitchfork, bull, sword. Okay, so this is pitchfork. I assume polearm or spear. Sword, whip, daggers, sword shield, spear shield, and bow. Maybe the wait, I know what that is. That's the I don't know why there's a bullhead with this one. That's a net. This is spear and net. Because oftentimes gladiators would have a net as their offhand weapon. It was actually surprisingly an effective tool to sort of tangle the opponent. This is the minigames. I already did this. Here's the save. Did you know sometimes the arenas were filled with water to make real naval battles with warships? Some victims of gladiator shows were people who were charged with the crime of being Christians. So the show in the arena was just an excuse to execute people that the Romans didn't like. During a break between gladiator fights, there was non-violent entertainment like animal shows you can see today at the circus. Elephants traced Latin words in the sand, and tigers licked the hands of their trainers. Spectators found this very amusing. Not all gladiators fought to the death. Gladiators cost money to feed and train. No one would spend money to see it wasted in a few short chops. Top gladiators lived to fight again. Only criminals were sent into the arena to fight to the death. The criminals, who were meant to be slaughtered in the arena, were badly trained. They were called Noxi, and had no chance to survive. The top gladiators could win a lot of fights and at last win their freedom. The Romans brought the gladiator fights to Britain, battles between teams of armed men, half of which would be sure to lose their lives. The idea of fighting and killing as a game probably began at funerals. People believed that the souls of the dead were kept happy with human blood, and so at funerals they sacrificed prisoners of war and slaves of poor quality. Oh, I'm sure that went over well. Oh, man! Now, guy dies, his soul is just watching the funeral. Just they kill off more people at his funeral, and now he's just got all these convicts just chilling. Hey, send him off with some buddies. The funeral sacrifices changed into fights to the death between two men at the funeral. Became so popular they were taken away from the funeral and put in a huge arena. The fighters became known as gladiators. In Rome, there had been schools for gladiators where a slave could train and fight for a gladiator master. If he won enough battles and murdered enough opponents, he would win a fortune and his own freedom. The greatest prize for a gladiator was the wooden sword, the symbol of freedom. Master has given Dobby a wooden sword. Dobby is free! If you were meant to die in the arena, the Romans would make sure of it. After a fight, two men entered dressed as Mercury, messenger of the gods. Yeah. Hermes. Well, the Roman equivalent of Hermes. And Dis, god of death. God of the dead, not god of death. Is this supposed to be... Well, I don't know. They're not all one-to-one, I'm sure, but... Maybe that's... Thanatos? Mercury stuck a red-hot poker into you and made sure by smashing you hard in the head, if the gladiator gave up, exhausted, he could surrender. The emperor would then decide if he deserved to live or not. The crowd would usually tell him by screaming, "Mite," let him go, or "Yagula," kill him. The emperor would signal his decision to kill a surrendered gladiator with his thumb. Thumbs down for death, thumbs up for life. Some of the bloodiest gladiator fights were between criminals under death sentences. An unarmed man was put in the arena with an armed man. The armed man was then disarmed, and the next man entered. As soon as one fell, another was put in the ring. In the arena, there would be bears, which were chained to the post and tormented for the entertainment of the crowd. Sometimes the fights were between wild animals and armed men. Caesar had a moat built around the arena to protect the spectators from the animals. During gladiator fights, you would have seen men against panthers, lions, and tigers. Oh my. The bears were in the previous fun fact. But the men were usually heavily armed with spears, flaming torches, bows, lances, and daggers. Some even took a pack of hounds into the arena to help them. In the arenas, it was not rare to see men with cloaks against bulls, as we can see today in Spain, matadors. One day, a spectator made a joke about the emperor Domitian. He was taken out of the crowd and thrown to a pack of hungry dogs. Hey, Chapter 2, Blood and Wait, hold up. Chapter 2? Romans really liked animals fighting in the arena. Once in AD 80, 5,000 animals were killed in the Colosseum. Was there a chapter 1? Yeah, there is a chapter 1. Read every page of the dark blue books in the classroom. Oh, is the classroom the room up to the left that I didn't go to yet on the map? Hang on. We're gonna overwrite the save game. I am Lucius Claudius, Claudius the Glorious. You slave Rasmius. Razimus. I'd rather be for... Only 8 skills to learn. Retire, Visari, unlovely, blah 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 blah. Easy? I think not. So, here, lad, take this puzzle piece. Put it into the gladiator mosaic. That's the large block of stone in the middle of this square. That will unlock a mad minigame. Play it to win. I'll be a video game. You'll be off to the classroom. When the time has come to test, when you pass, have a practice test in the school arena. Test without rests. Pass all 3 in any order you like, Razimus. Come to me for a power permit. An honor, my lucky lad. All this sounds pretty barbaric. Oh, absolutely. Gladiator is born. Congratulations, you spoke to Lucius and now have the necessary information to begin gladiator training. Complete the gladiator training and learn the 8 gladiatorial styles. Go to the gladiator mosaic and insert the first puzzle piece to begin your training. Before I do that, I want the other books. Is this the classroom? No, this is the one. This is the purple books. It is thought gladiators that entered the arena said, we who are about to die salute you. This isn't true. Happened once and the men were criminals. They cried out, we salute you, in the hope that the emperor would spare their lives. Heralds entered the arena shouting the names of the fighters while servants carried banners with the names on them. Adverts for arena games were painted by roadside. If there were no walls nearby, the latest gladiator news would be painted on gravestones. Several types of gladiator. It would be boring if they were all dressed and armed the same way. Also had very strange names. It would be boring if they were all named the same way. The Andebates were gladiators who fought blindfolded, very funny for the audience. The Demachiri were gladiators who fought with 2 swords, slick slicers. Rotari were a particular type of gladiator who fought with nets and a trident. A bit fishy, that. Hiplomachi gladiators fought in a suit of armor. That's what you would call hot work. Liquor's gladiators were very strange. Fought with a rope. No noose was bad. No noose! No noose was bad news for them. There was a type of gladiator called Secutors. Very lucky. They fought with a sword and shield. That's typically the kind you would see. Sectari gladiators fought with bows and arrows. Hope an arrow escape. Sorry, gladiators, as you probably guess, fought with anything against wild animals beastly. The Jocko gladiators come in swinging with frequent hello there's. How you doing, Jocko? Ready to fight for my emperor. That's what I like to hear. You're getting a thumbs up on that one. One type of gladiator that was rarely heard of. Scissores, which means the carvers. Name is carved on a stone in the list of gladiators, but no one knows what they did. There are no pictures or descriptions of them. They just... listen, there were only 2 scissors. They each had one half of the giant pair of scissors blades from Kill la Kill. And those blades were then passed down to their current wielders. I need to finish reading it. Most gladiators were slaves, some were freemen, chose to be gladiators. If they did well, they could be rich. However, to join gladiator school, they had to sign a contract agreeing to be burnt, fastened, whipped, and even killed. Some women became gladiators. The poet Juvenal wrote a poem saying they were a disgrace to their husbands and a joke as fighters. Emperor Septimus Severus agreed banning women fighting, but they could still be thrown to the wild animals. Sorry. Hold up, could you repeat that part? Septimus Severus? Emperor Septimus Severus? Is that I don't know. Yeah, apparently some women became gladiators, and Severus agreed that it was a disgrace and banned women from fighting, but they could still be thrown to the wild animals. Women fighting? Never. However, our tigers and lions and panthers, and maybe the chained bears. No, not the chained bears. We beat up the chained bears. But the tigers and lions and panthers, those all need to eat sometime. Not all criminals wanted to die in front of screaming crowds. Some killed themselves before entering the arena, being always guarded. They went to the bathroom and pushed the toilet sponge down their throat till the sharp stick killed them. Jeez, that's brutal. What a way to go. Getting second doubts about this gladiator gig? What? No, you'll be fine, Jocko. You'll be fine. Yeah, it says read the 4 purple books in this area, but there's only 3 purple books here right now. I assume the 4th purple book shows up when I actually get further into the game, maybe? Is this the classroom? Augustus Caesar became the first Roman emperor. He was a good emperor, so the Romans thought it was a good idea to have them. Even when a bad man became emperor, the Romans didn't give up on the idea. They just murdered him and got a new one. Emperor Tiberius had his enemies tortured and then thrown off a cliff into the sea while he watched. Emperor Caligula had a very hairy body, like a goat. So you'd be executed if you said the word goat while you were with him. No doubt that Emperor Nero was mad, told people he was a god, and anyone who refused to call him a god ended up in the sewers. Nero's most disgusting hobby was to keep a glutton, an Egyptian slave who ate everything he was fed. Seemed that Nero really enjoyed watching his glutton kill a human and eat him! Jocko, I found a new gig for you. I know how much you like eating things. I'm on it! All of this sounds like knockoff or a parody of a Mortal Kombat. I mean, where do you think Mortal Kombat got the idea, Raindolph? The gladiatorial games were very intense. Emperor Nero didn't like Christians and cruelly persecuted them. They would be tied to a post, covered in tar, set alight, be covered in animal skins, and thrown to hungry wild dogs. They were crucified in large numbers. Emperor Honorius loved chickens. His favorite was called Rome. He was hiding in his mansion, safe from the invading Goths, when the city of Rome was overrun by Alaric and his army. A messenger arrived to say Rome is lost. Honorius was heartbroken. Emperor Caligula executed people and then auctioned off their things. If you wanted something, you nodded. One senator, Aponius, kept nodding, falling asleep. When he awoke, he found that he had bought 13 gladiators. They cost him 90,000 gold pieces. Ooh! Oh no! Oh, Aponius. Oh. Boy, I hope 90,000 gold pieces didn't break the bank for you, sir. Oh, what a time to be falling asleep. Clearly not another from barbaric times. But what do I know? Yeah. Julius Caesar believed in fate. If he was to die, there was nothing he could do about it. A fortune teller told him not to go to the Senate on the 15th. Caesar was murdered on the 15th of March, 44 BC, at the Senate, sustaining 23 wounds. Happy birthday! Julius Caesar's killers made the mistake not killing Mark Antony too. They only wanted to stop Caesar from becoming king, but Mark Antony led a campaign of vengeance to destroy the killers. Brutus committed suicide when Mark Antony defeated him. Emperor Tiberius was always saying, I don't care if they hate me as long as they obey me. Nobody dared to challenge him because he simply broke the legs of anyone who did. Emperor Caligula made his dear friend Incitatus become one of the most powerful rulers in the Roman Empire. So, Incitatus was his favorite horse! There it is. I knew they were going to mention the horse. I knew they were going to mention Caligula's horse. That always gets brought up when talking about wacky history with Rome. Man just made his horse a senator. I mean, we could do with a horse senator or two. With how politics have been going the last decade or two. Nah, who am I kidding? The last several centuries. I know, right, Jocko? When Emperor Claudius was getting bored, he watched criminals being tortured and men being flogged to death. One day, Claudius discovered that his wife was a bit of a flirt and had wild friends. Claudius not only had her executed, but 300 party friends were too. His niece, Agrippina, poisoned him with mushrooms. No! Curses! Poisonous mushrooms! Emperor Nero had a nasty habit of murdering people. He poisoned his half-brother, beheaded his first wife, Octavia, and his second wife, Poppaea, murdered and ordered his mother flogged to death. She escaped, so Nero sent 2 murderers to kill her. You know, like you do. After Julius Caesar's death, Octavian, his grandnephew, became the dictator that Julius wanted to be. He changed his name to Augustus Caesar. Once again, the thing that Romans feared, ruled by one all-powerful man, had returned. Emperor Caligula wanted to copy Julius Caesar and invade Britain in 40 AD. He went to the Roman base in Boulogne, northern France, where he set sail to lead the invasion, turned back when he saw that no one wanted to follow him. Aw, I'm sorry, Caligula. Julius Caesar's killers chose Brutus as a leader because he was considered very honest. They thought that if the murderers were honest, it would be for the good of the Romans. Et tu, Brute? Emperor Caligula's real name was Gaius. Caligula was just a nickname meaning little boot. This was because he liked dressing up and playing at being a soldier from a very early age. See, okay, here's chapter 1. Augustus Caesar was one of the more human emperors, but he had his moments. Julius Caesar's death really upset him. In fact, he sent Brutus's head to Rome to be thrown at the feet of Julius Caesar's statue. Good day, teacher. Go away, charmless child. I am busy writing the school quiz. Okay. one last look in here. Like, there's nowhere for the 4th book to even be. Unless it's just invisible right here. So, I'm just gonna assume that the book doesn't exist yet. But there's no such thing as missables in this set, so it'll exist at some point. Congratulations, you inserted the first puzzle piece. Unless the set's poorly marked, and there are missables. Congratulations, you inserted the first puzzle piece in the Gladiator's Mosaic, and you are ready to learn the art of Ritiari. That's the net gladiators I was talking about, that they went into detail about. Win the 3 mini-games, obtain the authorization to fight against the Ritiari gladiator in the Colosseum. 3 mini-games, yeah. Select the color to be used and color accurately the image shown on the bottom screen by sliding the stylus. 3, 2, 1, go! I don't know what my target score is, but I got 10 seconds and I'm already up to 69. $82. Good. Start your training. Fight with nets. Sounds fishy. Do I go to the arena? Aha! Find the matching figures until you solve the game. Touch a card with the stylus to select it. Your goal is 12. Matching figures until you solve the game. Okay, is this just a memory? Okay, this is just memory. We can do memory. Scroll, hourglass. I don't remember where it was. One of these. Okay, it was that one. Oh. Done. I have solved your riddle. I'm busy riding. Okay. Oh. Oh. I hope you were paying attention, everybody. We got a quiz. Answer the questions correctly. Where did Nero throw people that refused to call him a god? In the sewers. What did Caligula do after he had executed somebody? Sold their stuff. Thank you, Forky! What did Emperor Nero love to watch his glutton doing? Eat humans. Emperor Nero didn't like Christians, covered them with animal skins, and had them thrown to hungry dogs. Ah! The chained bears was something else. Caligula was a strange emperor. What did he appoint as a consul? His horse. Why was Brutus chosen as leader? He was honest. How did Caligula want to copy Julius Caesar? By invading Britain. In ancient Rome, there was no TV. Emperor Gladius used to watch criminals being tortured. Caligula's body was hairy as a goat, but don't let him hear you say that, or he will execute you. August do with Brutus's head, tossed it on, feet of the statue. Positive you can just brute force that by clicking one tile till you match it and then moving on. I mean, maybe. I got a little short on time for that to be the case. But I mean, if you've got the memory to remember where everything is as you're brute forcing it, sure. But I gather more information more quickly by doing the two at a time information build. Congratulations, you completed all 3 challenges necessary. Go fight. Go to Lucius, ask for the authorization to fight in the Colosseum. Excuse me? Can I fight in the Colosseum? So good, I'm ready for the Colosseum, I reckon. Had the power permit. School doors open. Beat the gladiator and get the next puzzle piece. And if I lose, try again. There's a piece of gold armor that makes you stronger. You're in it to win it. If I do win, I'll be a cut above the rest. Received permission. Go to the Colosseum, defeat the Tyree gladiator, obtain the second piece. And the first gold armor piece. How you doing, Detra? Hope you're well. Update my save. Oh, we got a new book. Roman soldiers wore armor with a leather kilt into battle. Under the kilt, they wore underpants. Army doctors never cared about their soldiers' screams as they treated their wounds because they were trained not to notice them. Lots of young men didn't want to join the army, so they cut off their right thumb so they couldn't hold a sword. The Roman army generals realized this was a trick, so they decided to cut off the heads of anyone who cut off their own thumb. The Romans had a way to find out if the newborn would be strong enough to live in Rome. They left the baby crying on the floor for a while, and then the parents washed and clothed him. Only the fit survived. Teachers were very severe, and for a serious offense, students were beaten with a leather whip. Good day, bouncer. I may not look like it, but I'm a busy bouncer. Getting the tickets ready for the party tonight. Bounce off. Sorry. This has got to be locked. Yeah, I figured south would be locked. Horse! Book! School cost parents money. If your family was poor, you didn't have to go. When a Roman girl was 14, she was ready for marriage. Her father chose her husband, and if she didn't like him, bad luck. She had to marry him anyway. Once you joined the army, you had to stay for 25 years. When you retired, the army gave you money and a piece of land, and you could retire in comfort if you survived the 25 years in the army. If you were a soldier, you could make extra money by robbing the countries you defeated. You could take money, animals, or living prisoners that you could sell as slaves. The Romans treated slaves brutally in conquered lands and in Rome itself. In 157 AD, the writer Apuleius described life in a mill. Slaves were poor, skinny things, their skin blackened with bruises and backs covered with cuts from the whip. Good day, municipality guard. The municipality is now closed. Go away till another day. Rome was founded by two twins, Romulus and Remus. When newborn, they were placed in a basket thrown into the river. Legend says Romulus and Remus were found on the banks of the river by a woodpecker and a she-wolf that raised them. Between 246 and 146, Rome attacked Carthage 3 times and won. These battles were named the Punic Wars. Roman legionary always went into battle with a first aid kit and of bandages and healing herbs. The Romans were famous for building lots of roads all across Europe. In ancient Rome, everybody drove on the left. Driving on the left side of the street. That's Roman! Hello, Smith. Good day, blacksmith. Can't you see I'm busy? I'm at it hammer and tongs making armor for gladiators. Sorry to disturb you. At first, games were held in open spaces. By 100 BC, arenas were built. The greatest killing ground was the Colosseum in Rome, size of a football stadium, held 50,000 people, named after the colossal statue of the Emperor Nero. The Colosseum has large columns cemented together, actually supposed to be pinned with big iron pins, but some fancy chap kept pinching the pins. It was supposed to be pinned together, but you know, somebody just kept stealing all the pins, so we just cemented it. Games were usually fought on sand, but Emperors Caligula and Nero liked colored dust instead. They mixed white and greenish blue dust with red dust to make a pretty place to die. The poet Ovid said arenas were a good place to meet women. You just asked, may I borrow your program to see what's on? Programs sold in streets were always the same: morning animal hunt, lunch execution, afternoon gladiators. There's chapter 3 done. That's why we couldn't find the last book for chapter 3, because it wasn't in that section. The Colosseum was made of stone, making it safe. Earlier arenas weren't safe. Some collapsed, killing as many as the Great War. Emperor Caligula didn't have a big arena collapse in his time. He said, what a shame, must have been interesting to watch. Oh. The ads are running, but I'm just reading historical stuff. In Pompeii, an arena holding 20,000 people was built. People came from Nuceria who hated Pompeii, and they wrote graffiti and shouted nasty things. In the end, a sword fight erupted. The emperor was shocked and banned all games in Pompeii for 10 years. During the games in the arena, posh people gave food and gifts to the plebes, and very rich ones gave out gifts at New Year's. In Rome and Alexandria, a rich man paraded a wagon through the streets with a model of a cave built on it. Doves were released from the cave with long ribbons tied to their feet. The poor could grab a ribbon to catch a dove and eat it. The greatest gift givers were emperors. Some would give out lottery tickets at the arena. Emperor Heliogabalus gave slips of paper with prizes written on them. He had a nasty sense of humor, though. Some prizes included rotten carrots and stones. The Romans built the Circus Maximus to watch chariot races. It was more popular than the Colosseum because men and women could sit together. That wasn't allowed in the Colosseum. Okay. Now that I've done all of the reading that I can, I will save, and I will wait to start the minigame for 45 seconds from now when the ads are done. In the meanwhile, I'll be right back. I'm going to go just click on the kettle. Alright, I'm back. Ads are back. Ads are back. Ads are done. Let's go do our first Coliseum battle. Choose an attack, press the button to follow the sequence, or trace as much of the image as possible by sliding the stylus. Uh-oh. Okay. YB, RB, RX, YA, XL, XB? Oh, I was doing YB. YL, BR, LA, LR, YX, RX, RA, RX, AB, AL, BR, BL, BY, nope, that was BX, YA, LR, XB, nope, that was XY, LY, BA, YA, RB, LX, YB, that's YA, YR, that was Y, I think that was XL I pressed at the end there. That's... X, A, Y, L, A, B, AX, AR, LR, AY, AX, okay. Ba, Ya, Ma, Gal, Ab, Re, Ra, Rib, Get wrecked! Mesh with the best. New armor piece. New puzzle piece. Bistari. Coming up next. Thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. I get to live. Or rather, I will spare the gladiator. He put up a nice fight. We are routed. Lucky lad. Victory and another piece of golden armor is yours. Starting our next, they fight against wild animals. Use your puzzle piece. Fight wild animals? 3 minigames. Start with the minigame here. Select color. Use color accurately for the image. Okay, so I have to do the painting minigame again, where I have to paint the gladiator. I know it said my goal score. I think my goal score was 60. But I did it. 82. Not the best score you could get, but you know, sometimes you just get what you get. Second minigame. Drag the blue disc using the stylus. Avoid the red objects. Uh-oh. I have to collect 7 this time? Oh. Oh, this isn't the vertical sliding one. This is different. Undertale. Ah. Well, good thing my goal was 7. I got 8. Quizmaster! Quizmaster! Lend me your quiz! Answer the questions correctly. Select your answer. Which were the bloodiest gladiator fights? Armed versus unarmed. Fights between gladiators and wild animals. Gladiators and magicians. Criminals badly trained. Or, Nox. What kind of animal were chained in the arena? For the crowd that don't know, the bears. That's where the bears come in. Greatest prize for gladiator or wooden sword? Funeral fights move to huge arenas. Who was sent into the arena to fight to the death? Criminals, typically. How did the Romans make such gladiator? Make sure a gladiator was dead. Red hot poker from Mercury himself. How did the Emperor show his decision to kill surrendered gladiator? The thumb! How many animals were killed in by just one day? Oh, I don't remember reading this. So 5,000 apparently. So much for perfect quiz. Is there an achievement for getting the quizzes perfect? Yes, there's achievements for each quiz. I've gotten one answer wrong on both quizzes so far. I'm retaking my quizzes. Criminals being tortured. Sold their stuff. Grandnephew. That was a different question. First Roman Emperor. Augustus, technically. Julius wanted to get there, but he didn't. Where did Nero throw people? The sewers. Eating people. Threw it at the feet of Julius. Statue. His horse. Who avenged Julius Caesar's death? Mark Antony. How did Caligula want to copy? By invading Britain. Perfectus! Crime some of the victims being Christian. Sometimes fights were between gladiators and magicians. They cast spells in the arena. It's a very dangerous sport. What did elephants do? They traced Latin words in the sand. A spectator who made a joke was thrown to the dogs? Okay, good, good. Greatest prize was the wooden sword. Additional weapons and armor, sometimes taken to the arena. Hounds. How did the Romans make sure a gladiator was dead? Red hot poker. Which of the following scenes could you see in the arenas during fights against the bulls? Men with cloaks. Nox. 5,000. Got that one last time, so illustrious. Perfectus! Illustrious! Here's your power permit. Go when you're bout. I will battle the beastly Bistari till I beat him in the bout. That's... YA, BR, YA, BX. No 3DS emulator? Apparently not. One more ought to do it to this guy. And that's why there was a beast on the icon, is because they fight with beasts. The achievement of the week is just the... Is it the third? The fourth? What's the, What's the achievement of the week for this? No sight, all fight? Okay, yeah, literally it's the third gladiator of the 8 gladiators. Ooh, finish the memory minigame with at least 15 seconds remaining. I could replay the memory minigame. That's in the training arena. Memory. Sword, H, apple, thing, key, hourglass, sword, key, apple, coin. Done. 25 seconds. Finish the bullet mini game with a score of at least 15. That's a little bit of a harder ask. We can try it. Right now my best was 8. Hey, look, we got 8 again. Put me back in, coach. I just needed to not be in the corner, but I couldn't get out of the corner. 9, that's a new record. $11. Ah. 11's pretty good. Beam, 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 oh, beam, 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 beam. Beam, 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 $12's a new record. I'm still improving. Bam 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 I moved a little abruptly. That was on me. I like this. This one was, I will say, I know I haven't done the actual achievement of the week, but I can already tell this is one that's erring on the side of short. Short, not too difficult. It's a nice, chill weekly this week, which is good. Woo! Because the way things were going, I almost expect, based on how difficult this game is getting once we get to like double digits, I almost would have expected the achievement team to decide that for whatever reason, getting 15 on this game was the actual achievement of the week. But it can't be all hard achievements. You have to have some nice chill ones in the mix. Otherwise you scare everyone off. Keyboard and mouse or controller? My opinion on that is actually based on what game I'm playing. Because some games just work better with a controller than others. And some kinds of games just work better with mouse and keyboard. Like, first-person shooter, pretty much going to just be better mouse and keyboard. But, like, a platformer, typically, while you can have platformers that work okay with a mouse and keyboard, they typically feel smoother with a controller. 15 is hard, man. And definitely some of it goes into the field design. Like, if the developer designs the control scheme to work around a controller, then it's just going to work better with that controller. Nine times out of 10, anyway. I got to 12 without dying instantly, but always been slow with keyboard and mouse, to be honest. Fair. And that's another thing. Having the option to between the two. It's kind of like the dubs versus subs for like anime. Different people are gonna like different things, and what works for one person doesn't always work for another. I've known people who are on both ends of that, where I have had friends that didn't use controllers ever, and I've had friends who used controllers as often as allowed. If a game was capable of running with a controller, they would use the controller. Not helping here is I typically look down while typing. Yeah. Keyboard controls can, depending on... obviously, depending on the depth of the control system at play, keyboard controls can definitely benefit from learning touch typing, so that you always know where your hand is on the keyboard. I don't have to do I don't have to do this achievement. This is a bonus achievement. This is not related to progression at all. It's always around the double-digit mark. The 13th one spawned. That's the first time we've seen 13 spawn. That is the memory game. The number of obstacles is based on how many I've collected. They add one extra obstacle every time I collect one of the greens. Ah! 12 again. I think that's the skill ceiling. I should probably just go ahead and do the third gladiator and finish the achievement of the week. But I want it. Ooh, boy. I'm sorry. When does the river break? Yeah, mama! No, I don't win. That was 14. So close. I was so close. I saw the Matrix. I was beginning to believe. And moving like they do. Mm. I can't believe I got 14 and then slammed myself into a obstacle literally within spitting distance of the target. Yep. Wee pa 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 da po. Pa 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 da po. Wee pa 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 da po. Pa 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 da po. Why was that one so much harder? Were they just all going as fast as they could? That round was hard so that this round could be a piece of cake. Easy breezy. Okay, after living that, I deserve this win. Does that count? Let's go! 15 plus. Not helping here as I typically look down while... Oh yeah, sorry, that's... reading old chat. Give me that save game. Alright. Oh, the goal this time is 70? Okay. I have to be a little bit faster, a little bit more precise with my coloring. Nope. Pants. The arm. $94 is pretty good, considering. I'll take a 95. Easily. Alright, what's the actual mini game? When an arrow reaches the frame, press the matching direction on the D-pad. For a red circle, touch the circle with the stylus. Okay. One hand on the D-pad, one hand on the stylus. Is this just a rhythm game? This is just a rhythm game. I didn't miss the one that was an X there. I hit it too early. Or rather, I should say I missed it, but I didn't hit the wrong button. I just hit it too early. Easy. Did you read all of the purple books? Yes, sir. Gladiators were dressed in the suit of armor. Yeah, that's the suit of armor, guys. What did the Secutors have in battle? Sword and shield. Criminals do to kill themselves. Avoid fighting in the arena. Swallowed the sponge. Say to the Emperor before they started a fight, "We salute you." Oh, nothing. Usually they did nothing. One time they did the... Okay, yep. The two swords. Demi two swords. Freemen decided they could become rich. It was for money. Remember, we're not doing this for money. Decorate the Colosseum. Colored dust. Emperor Caligula say about collapsed arenas. I would like to watch. Arena, a good place to meet women. Excuses to start conversation. On debates, gladiators were blindfolded. Hoodwinked! You know what? I got 7. That was a passing grade. Music minigame with a score of at least 12. That's movements. Is there not an achievement for the movements minigame? Oh, you know what? I kind of wanted mastery on this set, but at the same time, a lot of the bonus achievements, although not missable, are mildly annoying. For pretty much all of the coloring ones, it's like, color with a 95 or 99 or 97% accuracy. I don't have time to get 99%. Defeat any gladiator while making 0 combo mistakes and scoring at least 90 in every round. That includes the coloring rounds that the AI just chooses to have us do. I will redo the quiz, though. Why is the Colosseum near a statue? Gladiators were blindfolded. Gladiators seem to be fishermen. Criminals due to kill themselves. Swallow sponge. Trident. Oh wait, no. Yep. Okay, nope. We failed. The Hoplo or that's the. Oh. Okay. Lacquer, that makes sense. Rope. Remember your Latin. I would like to watch. It is a good place to meet women. Excuses to start conversation. Gain riches. Quiz 3. Retry. They usually said nothing. Colored dust. Lacquer is a rope. Painters write the latest news. Gravestones. Demi is the 2 swords. Colosseum called such because of Nero's statue. Septimus Severus do about female gladiators, banned them. Used to fight against beasts, spear, or anything. I knew that one. I just, the icon shows spears. Different types. Iron pins were stolen. Some thief stole all the pins. Colored dust. I'm glad we got the colored dust question every time. Banned them. No female gladiators. Nero statue. Ropes. That's a suit of armor. Not body armor. Anything. To gain riches. This is the, no, it's the bow, guys! The Sagittarius. Why did I... Okay, yep. That's the sword and shield, guys, is the Secateurs. Swallow a sponge. 9, again. I'm making careless quiz mistakes. Rope. Suit of armor. Nero statue. Sponge. 2 swords. Banned female gladiators. Gain riches. Sagittarius. Bows and arrows. Seem to be fishermen. They just seem to be cowboys. The gladiators were of different types. We did it! The third quiz has been quizzed. Despite all of my goofing around and doing extra mini games, the ads are about to run. Rather than start this fight and have the actual achievement of the week pop during an ad break, I'm going to run ads now, and then we will start the fight shortly after. I will be right back. I am gonna go fill up some tea. I will see you guys on the other side of the ad break. made it back 10 seconds before the ads finished. Good timing. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. It is time to duel. Okay, cool. I will destroy you. First 100 plus. No sight, all fight. Here we are at the famous Colosseum, so called because it was, colossal. One of history's truly... I believe that is the achievement of the week. No sight, all fight. About a quarter of the achievements done. New Wii games. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Sonic and the Secret Rings. What other Wii games have come out since the last time I looked? Arc Rise Fantasia. Octomania. Okay, and Smooth Moves. Yeah. We've done the achievement of the week. It's time to do the achievement of the month. As you can see, this was the save at the end of stream last time. This was the save for me grinding. I was grinding for about an hour, and it took like 20-ish minutes to buy the giftables. Just because the menu doesn't let you, like, buy multiple. You have to buy them one at a time. But we now have in our inventory... we now have 10 of every single giftable that he sells. Except for the winning ticket, apparently. I guess I didn't scroll to the bottom. Okay, now I have 10 of every collectible. Or giftable. Oh. Before I do anything else, I should fix my save that I thought was... Okay. Alright. That's been resaved. I will show you guys what I did for like an hour. Field work. I experimented for the first like 10-20 minutes and found the most effective money strategy was this. The one small that I grabbed was to offset it so the timing worked out to just do this loop and have them all be bigs. Sometimes I can get the click off to go to the far guy and get 16 in one. But Lady's my best customer, help her out. Catch an energy eel for my husband. I don't have a fishing rod. I did see the hat. I don't know if I can get it. I remember seeing the hat back all the way back at the start. Monpe, plain-spoken girl, her head resembles a pair of baggy pants. Plain-spoken, eh? Love, push! I will try a pretty... not a rarity. Not mature. Pretty cool food. Ooh, this is so nice! Feels like a dream to me. 3, I knew it! That was a triple. Pretty food. Cool. I'll try pretty food. Do we have just a regular pretty food? Yeah, okay. Just a pretty food. Ooh, so nice. Feels like a dream to me. Pretty and cool decoration? What are your thoughts on decorations? Yo! That's good. Feels like a dream to me. And I'll do a cool decoration. Space sheets. Feels like a dream. Friendship! Obtained. Never been treated so nice before. Real gentleman. Hey everyone, no need to hide anymore. This one treats us women real nice. Do you need help? Coworkers? Acting weird. Is that any reason to run off? I mean, apparently you thought so. Okay. I need to be able to get to the top of the tree. Red worm bait. Can Conductor hat, rubber gloves, conductor badge, oil, screwdriver, empty bottle. Okay. None of that is going to help me climb the tree. Well, actually, people. Hang on, people. Analysis. Wild growing palm tree. Fruit is edible. I'm not sure what to do. Damn it. Even if you say please. Kick it? Request unclear. Super strength. Tear the tree down. Why should I do that? I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what I want you to do either. Well, that's not doing anything. Excuse me, may I borrow your fishing rod? Five Bennerf by Golden Bennerf. Gestures with the fishing rod. By Bennerf by Golden Bennerf. Viva Babber Fishing. So those are bad for fishing. I need Golden Bennerf. Sir, do you want a banana for fishing? A fishing banana, if you will? Babada. He does not care. He does not care for banana. Okay. What if we do... Not love push. I didn't... I would like to do some field work. Specifically, we're going to go worm hunting. Two of each kind of worm. Those are about average? Okay, so gold's the best worm, blue's middle of the line, and red are terrible. We were pretty good for fishing. My Benford. Red River. Gestures with the fishing rod. Bye, Benford. Do you want... Can you analyze the fishing man? Judging from expression and body language, something is troubling in conversation. Yeah. I don't know what you want me to do. I want you to buy Bamfurf. Buy Golden Bamfurf. Bamfurf? Clicked out of the game. Can we go further back? Can that... Nope. Going further back doesn't get me. see, Monkey. Monkey's gonna want banana. Oh, golden dentures! Oh! I'm not afraid of you guys. Come at me anytime. Don't bring that horrible bow wow thing. Horrible bow wow thing. Does somebody have a dog? Okay. Is there a dog in town? Edelweiss! There is a dog in town. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'll take him for a walk. I feel like I just signed up to take the Chain Chomp dog for a walk from Link's Awakening. Good luck. He will do his business when he finds a nice pole. Okay, I think I messed up. I think I needed to buy a banana first, and then come up here with the horrible dog thing. So I can get a fishing rod if I get the golden dentures, but I need to get them from a monkey that stole them. I can't use items while I have the dog, so I have to throw the banana first. The monkey comes down, goes into a bit of a trance. I go down the stairs while he's eating. I pick up the dog for a walk. I go in for tea. Sick 'em, boy! me those dentures. Absolutely give me those dentures. What's that? He's not very happy. Well, it is what it is. Excuse me, sir. I believe these are yours. My dentures. Ta-da! They still fit. Boy, I'm brimming with energy. As you saw earlier, I aged 30 years when the monkey took my dentures. You have done me a great favor, Green Man. Here, take this. This is my spare. With this, you too can do fishing. I'd like to ask, want to catch an energy eel? Oh, no problem. You can ask me anything. Chapter 4, The Energetic Eel. So about that energy eel. Thank you. Can I help you? The energy eel. If you use your fishing rod when the wind stops, that's the trick to catching, you want to know where? That you'll have to find for yourself. Hey, Green Man, want to try stamp collecting? Sure. First, I'll give you this. Stamp card. Rules are simple. Catch all 8 kinds of fish in this village. Show me a fish you caught. I'll stamp your card. 3 kinds of worm bait. Effective depends on the color. Red bait is the hardest. Blue is average. Easiest time with yellow bait. Oh, and you can catch bait worms in the fields. Yeah. Using something thin and long. That's the straw from the scarecrow. In this village there are 4 fishing spots. The rocky spot near the seed shop. The lotus spot next to the fruit shop. Pole spot near the flower shop. And dead stick spot right here. Touch a fishing spot to use the rod. Select a bait. You're good to go. Can use the fishing rod without bait. Or can't use the fishing rod without bait. Float will move when a fish is near. Float goes underwater. Touch the surface. Don't be impatient. Okay, so it's... Don't bring store-bought ones, though. Yeah. Okay, so it is... Animal Crossing fishing. Or maybe... Minecraft Terraria fishing? I mean, I'll have to try... We will use some of our red worm bait. Okay. Done. That eel! Purple lady wants one of those. But you do whatever you with it. See if I care. Well, guess what? I'm giving it straight to the purple lady. Guess what? I got you the energy eel. First fish I caught. By pure happenstance. I mean, I was guessing Lotus Spot was the most likely. Based on the names of the spots, that was the one that felt the most likely to give energy eel. But... Oh, an energy eel! Really went and caught it for her. How nice of you. That'll liven up her husband. Yes. Make him eat it right away. You went through all that trouble for me? I'm very grateful, thank you. Well then, goodbye. Okay, goodbye. Wasn't there something you wanted? Oh, that's right. You want to know about the gas apple? A long time ago, we grew that fruit here. Haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe Iona knows something about it? Wait a minute, I'll contact her. Hello, Iona? It's me. You know, that cheerful green man? Would you mind lending him a hand? It's about the gas apple. Ah. She hung up. Did you do something to Iona? What could be the matter with her? Water under the bridge. I'll help you out. I'll just check on her to see what's wrong. What was that sound just now? Somebody needs food. Sorry. Kinda hungry. Oh, right. Become noon before I knew it. All of you have been working so hard. You know what? I'll prepare you a special lunch. You must eat at my home. Really? Tingle, let's have a nice meal first. We'll eat our fill and get our strength back. Then we'll visit Iona. Let's do it! Let's eat! Quick intermission to feed the beast! I did not realize I was... What even was that? Like 10 minutes? I was like... just a couple of minutes away from getting the achievement of the month. Out of gas, the village girls hated Tingle. A mysterious angel helped. Thanks for the meal. Eating lots of tasty food is the best. Oh, it was nothing. I'm happy to see someone eat that heartily. So, let's head over to Iona's store. I think I'll go ahead. Come on, Tingle. Let's go to Iona's place ourselves. Boy, that lunch was yummy. Chapter 1, Miss Village. Okay. What are you doing over here? Masaru won't come home. Crazy about gathering cocoa nuts. Iona won't help, and I'm getting anxious. Well, I don't know either, Grandpa. Maybe someone else fed him. Good day, I am Pig. Literally half an hour. Well, that is what it is. Anyway, once again, I have to get up early tomorrow, so unfortunately, I'm gonna call the stream here, but I should probably be able to do a relatively long stream tomorrow, assuming nothing crops up out of the blue. We got the achievement of the week done, we got the achievement of the month done. I consider that a win in my book. You know somebody we haven't rated in a while? Ryan. Good night, VR King. Everybody else over here on Twitch. Jocko, you're welcome for the stream. I'm gonna go get some rest, but go hang out with Ryan. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.